Hello everyone, this is a video that I am making because there are a few things that need to be said here about some developers that are developing audio games. And I have Brent over here. I'm looping. Sorry about the loop back. I can hear myself in Bryant's and there's nothing much I can really do about that. So, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So, I'm making this video to talk about a lot of the things that developers of audio games do to just, I don't know, that just aren't something that I can agree with. So, Brian and I decided to make this video to discuss this. And if you have anything more to say on this discussion, you are more than able to chat with me about it. So yeah. Brian, do you want to explain a little bit?
So, hopefully you guys can hear me okay.
Yeah, you're doubled, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Um, we were, before we were going to make this video, um, we got into a little Manamon 3 discussion. Uh, I don't want to say it's a debate because
It's not really a debate.
we both agree, and we got into a Manamon 3 discussion and about Aaron's.
Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna mute my mic audio because they can still hear me through the desktop audio, so then it won't double.
Uh, okay. We got into a Manamon 2 discussion. Well, really, pretty much all of Aaron's games that he's released, with the exception of his. Yeah, with the exception of Adventure at Sea: Um, we got into this discussion, and we both seem to agree that Aaron's business practices are not very good, especially when he is asking us to pay $30 to $40 on for his games, a rather steep price tag when he's not really updating his projects regularly. Now, I want to make clear that I don't expect projects to last forever, because that's one thing if I don't say it, I'm gonna probably see people saying, "Well, you have unrealistic expectations." But I don't expect anything to last forever, because that's unrealistic. But what I do expect is long-term game or product support, or whatever it be. When I buy something, I want to see periodic updates, and not just updating um, very irregularly, and then shelving the product and saying, I'm not gonna do this anymore. This is what you get, and if you don't like it, then too bad. And I feel like that's Aaron's. Yeah, and I feel like that's been Aaron's attitude ever since he's released, like, any of his games. Uh, Manamon 2. I don't know how much Paladin of the Sky got updated, because I didn't buy it or play it. But yeah.
I've played it.
And oh.
I will say, for a couple of Aaron's games, I did not pay for it. Now, I do not condone this, but under certain circumstances, like these circumstances, I'm not going to pay $40, $30 for a game that has not been updated in 3 years. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing that.
No.
And you can say whatever, and I really don't care. I bought Minimum 2. I was actually really excited about it. It looked very good. You know, it was being updated regularly, and a lot of good stuff was happening.
And then guess what happened?
Well, my key got broke. I didn't tell you that, but yeah, my key got revoked, so I had to pay again for it. So technically, I had to pay $80 for it, but that's an isolated incident.
Yeah. And people are probably not going to like what I'm going to say, but at least some people. But it's almost like Aaron is stealing our money. Maybe that's a little bit extreme, but it honestly feels like that. If he's not going to update his products, it's kind of like he's stealing our money. And like, why should I give him my support and pay for his games when he's not going to update them regularly or stuff like that? Why?
Yeah, really, why? Why would I pay for a game that's not been updated in like 3 years? Why would I pay for, Adventure at Sea, which, okay, it's not paid, but sure, but still, it has not been updated since July of 2014. It's almost July of 2021. We're going on 7 years here. I was in first grade. Actually, I'm in seventh. No, I'm going on first. When this thing was updated last. And they're going into 8th now. So, just looking at that, it puts me off. Like, it makes me like, okay, so if you haven't updated this game, what makes you think you're going to update this one? When was the last time you updated Manamon? A year ago? 2 years ago?
Manamon 2 or Manamon?
Manamon 1.
I don't even really know. See, this is how periodically he does it.
Actually, I didn't know when he updated Manamon 2 either. I can't tell you that either. Well, I could look it up, but...
Well, and Unknown Gifts is another problem, too. He doesn't release those very often. I mean, he was for a while, but...
It's been an expunged in Manamon 1 for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which... He isn't updating Manamon 2 in a while either. And, don't get me wrong, Aaron is not the only developer that does this. And he's not the only one I'm talking about here.
We're not saying that.
He's just a big example.
Yeah.
And I do have another example. But this example is a little bit bigger because it's more. I'd say it's a little bit worse. Well, maybe not. But no, I'm not gonna. I pay for a game that has not been updated in a year. It's not gonna happen.
And I don't condone cracking games either normally. I mean, frankly, there's games that are cracked that I don't think should be. And
yeah, like a Hero's Call.
mm-hmm.
You can probably find a crack of that. I'll bet you there's gonna be a crack of the Veil. I'm definitely not cracking that. Because I know that game's gonna be pretty good. And oh yeah, for those who are wondering, yes, I am gonna be doing a playthrough of the Veil. When it comes out, I'll be doing it. I will buy it.
Planet Saga's, I think, going to be pretty good when it comes out, if it comes out.
What is it?
Have you heard of Galaxy Laboratory?
No, what's that?
They're the company that made like Shadowrun and stuff. Shadowrun's a Japanese audio game. And they made Planet Saga is supposedly in development, but it has been for who knows how long now, like a couple years, and there's been very little news on it. But
yeah, almost like Doom 2. Ow.
Crap.
There you go. Yeah, almost like Doom 2. Which, paying for Entombed, I'm sorry, but, I mean, yeah, it's worth it. I think Entombed's been updated for a couple years. 2009, 2011. So, I'm not gonna... Well, actually, no.
Normal cursor.
It's been abandoned for 11 years, and you still have to pay for it. So, I don't know what to think of that. It's a pretty good game, though. And it has a lot of content.
Well, I mean, what I don't get is that supposedly people have claimed that Entombed, the developer actually did say that he wasn't planning on supporting Entombed anymore, and that if people wanted the game, all they had to do was create an account, and if they were unable to pay for the game, and they could email him, and he would unlock their account for them without them having to pay anything. And this is what some people have done, and supposedly he's unlocked their account for them, so they don't have to pay for it. Now I can't verify that because
nice.
I already have one. But
well, that's a good thing, because if you're going to abandon your game, at least you would make it free.
Yeah, and he had the decency at least to tell us, I'm not going to support this game anymore. But not every developer does that. It's like, if you're not going to support your game anymore, then why are you still making us pay for it? So,
okay, maybe put like a donations thing on, but maybe don't make it mandatory.
yeah.
Because I think we should get some money. Because some people might actually donate. And it's still kind of funny. There's still a donations tab on VG Storm. Even though it's going to make you pay for all these games, there's still another donation tab. On its site, on Aaron's site, there is still a donate tab. So now you're going to ask us to pay for your games and for us to donate to your project of games that get updated for a couple months and then don't get updated. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that.
And I've brought this same issue up to people, and they're like, well, you have unrealistic expectations because products just don't get updated forever. And I'm like, that's not what I want. I'm not expecting that. But a couple months to me is not long enough.
Enough. A couple years is probably good.
Yeah. I think there's something else we need to address too, because something else I can hear, something else I think people are going to say after this video is, well, if you want Manamon and Manamon 2 to be updated again, then what kind of things do you expect? Because Manamon, because I can see people saying, well, isn't this a finished project already? So what more can he do?
Trust me, there are a lot of glitches and grammatical errors that could totally be fixed.
Mm-hmm.
If he actually wanted to fix them.
And look, we're not grammar police, but
no. I mean, I like it more when people actually use proper grammar.
Yeah, but for a professional product, this has too many grammatical errors.
Grammatical mistakes.
Ones that could easily be fixed. But Aaron has never taken the time to sit down and go through his script and fix these errors.
Moment client. Connections connect unavailable C. Disconnect D. Moment client. Connection connect C. Connect cancel connect dialog. Moment client. Op
So,
64. Mixer window. New mix slash host scene window.
I went down. And it's one of my using the Womack client. I have to use it for a few things. Because my Getty doesn't know anything to talk. Someone called me. But yeah. I have to agree there. Let me just tell him to later.
I used to have a friend that would correct every single person on their spelling. And if they didn't talk the way that...
Ow! What is that? Oh, there we go. That fixes that.
I was saying, I used to have a friend that would correct every single person on their spelling.
Moment client.
And
Op 64 C.
if he didn't like the way they were talking, he
Op
would...
team op 64 C slash program file slash op studio slash bin slash 64 bit slash op 64 dot x op 23.0.2 64 bit Windows profile untitled scenes
To a
untitled
point
window.
that
Mixer volume property mute
that
volume proper
honestly
control
got
settings
really
studio most
annoying,
recording section streaming
especially after what he said to one of my friends, that I probably shouldn't go into here, but...
Yeah, I mean, it can annoy me when people, like, don't use proper punctuation. Like, some people don't, like, put periods at the end of their sentences, and that annoys me just because voiceover just reads it like a bunch of jumbo.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a good speller myself. I'm actually pretty bad at spelling.
I'm not either.
So, I'm not gonna
Stop record. Studio.
bash anybody else for misspelling a word because I'm not very good at spelling either. So, yeah. But if there are grammatical mistakes that I don't need to look very hard to see these grammatical mistakes. You really don't need to do a lot of digging.
No.
And for me to see these grammatical mistakes, it makes me feel like I've wasted my $40. Which I don't want to do. So if another game
Settings
comes
button.
out, I'm probably not gonna buy it. So if you guys want to play through of it, other people are gonna buy it. Trust me. And actually, I think why did Liam stop playing it? Did something happen?
Huh?
Did something happen with Liam that made him stop playing it?
Liam?
Yeah, he stopped playing it.
Yeah, I know exactly why he stopped playing it.
How come?
Well, I don't know how much I should say, but
Yeah, maybe off.
maybe I should tell you off video, because I don't know that he wants, if he were to ever watch your video, I don't know if he wants.
I don't think he wants the public to know that. Yeah, okay, but yeah, he did that for a reason, and I honestly don't blame him for not. And if Man 3 comes out, I'm probably not gonna buy it. And this isn't just with Man 1. I'll talk about the blindfold games too. The blindfold games get to pay for every single one of their games. And it's ridiculous. If you want to play any of their games, you gotta pay for them. And it's not like $1 per game. It's like $10 to unlock all the features. Maybe even 15.
And how many games are there? I mean, that will add up after.
And what I don't like is you literally cannot play them without doing this.
No.
Without purchase. And which is why I really support a lot of the developers. Like, I'm going to support the Sneaky Crab developers who made Time Pressed. I'm going to support them a lot because they worked super hard on their story. It has thousands of words, and it's completely free. Sorry about that. My sister is squeaking a toy from my dog. It's just a little bit annoying. But yeah, I really do support the Time Crest developers because they worked really hard on their game. They made it accessible to all people, blind and not blind. And it's free. Sure, they're in-app purchases, but you do not need to buy them. You can play the game fully for free. And I really support that. I really support their game.
Because Time Crest wasn't made for blind people in the first place, yet they added all these, they took the time to add all these accessibility
and they're not
features.
asking for payment for it.
Yeah.
They're not asking for anything. They just want you to enjoy their game. Which I just think that they did a really good job in their game, and they deserve that support. And I would donate to them. They are people I would donate to. Because there's like a 3-people development team, yet they work so hard on their story, and they work so hard to deliver an immersive storyline to people that like to play their games. That is what I respect. I respect that. So yeah, they are. That is a game I really support. So yeah, good job on this. Great job. Now, a lot of other games. I'm sorry, I can't. I just don't. Well, I think we've said most of what needs to be said. What do you think, Brian? Anything else need to be said here?
I'm just gonna say this bluntly. I'm done. I'm done supporting people who are not going to have professional business practice and not um, not update their games after only like a couple months of releasing them. Expect us to pay a whole bunch of money, never update their software. I'm not supporting them. And if people don't like that, then that's fine. But it's my decision. And I don't feel justified in supporting these people because I have better things to spend my money on.
There are way better games out there.
Oh, and I think I should also say that Aaron not answering emails is another problem, and I can confirm this because I had an experience that I think I told you about, where Aaron did not answer my email. And other people have not. Other people have said that they've tried to email Aaron, and he never answers them. And he's very rude about product replacement keys. Whenever people ask him to send them a new key, apparently he's not very happy. And okay, I'll just I think I'll say my experience that I had here. So I was I think yeah, I was in Eternity Studio. For those of you who have played the game, you know that there's a laser protector there.
Any of you who have watched the playthrough, part 7, go watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I ran into a situation where I got the laser protector, but time ran out, and for some reason I thought I had saved before I got the laser protector, which I apparently had, but I hadn't saved immediately before getting the laser protector, and I had saved in a completely different area that I that I didn't know about, which surprised me because I usually save a lot. And so I loaded my game and I was walking around looking for the laser protector, and I'm like, it's not here. Um, it should it should be here. Is something wrong? Is it like bugged or something? Because it's supposed to be here. And I actually I got really mad because I'm like, if this is bugged, I'm not gonna be happy because I'll have to start my whole game over. Which, considering how far along I was, I wasn't very happy.
Yeah, 'cause this quit for him.
Yeah, and so I was walking around looking for the laser protector, and I didn't find it. And so I emailed Aaron and I said, um, I told him what was going on, and I said, am I doing something wrong here? And I even attached my save in that email. And I said, could you take a look at my save and tell me if there's a bug, if I ran into a bug, or if I'm doing something wrong. And I sent him an email, and a little while later, I found the laser protector in the area that I didn't think it was. Now that room was very hard for me to find the laser protector in the first place, because the laser protector was not in an easy area for me to really find, because you actually have to walk around for a little while in that room before you actually find it, because it's not in an obvious place. And so now, mind you, I found the laser protector. However, I would have appreciated an email from Aaron that said,
an email.
yeah, that said,
Oh.
you're doing this wrong, or here's directions on how to get it, or this is.
Or maybe even just give you your save back with it.
Yeah.
Buy the laser protector.
It's just it's good customer service. And as a customer, I feel like that's the kind of thing that he should be doing. And other people have had this. He doesn't answer emails. He doesn't pay attention to their emails, or uh, to their problems that they're having. I'm by no means the only one. If any of you think I'm the only one, I'm not, because I can verify that a lot of people have said this. So
yes,
I don't know if you can, but I can.
it's just I want to pay for at least what the customers want. And I think we've heard from multiple people about
Yeah.
this. You know.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we have to say here. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think we've covered what we wanted to say.
Yeah, you guys are free to agree, disagree, comment, leave your thoughts about this.
I mean, I respect people's opinions. I'm not gonna.
Mm-hmm. And I'm actually curious to see what people have to say about this. So feel free to, you know, put in your opinions, no matter what it is, because hey, all opinions are free here. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you
Studio mode check.
enjoyed.
Stop recording. Check. Start streaming. Stop recording.